You're listening to Sip and Grow the podcast, the show where we taste awesome, delicious wines while having unfiltered conversations about our passions, experiences, struggles, entrepreneurship, and life. My name is Nicole Di Pasquale, and I'm a wine enthusiast just trying to pursue her passions and dreams while taking you on the journey with me, one episode at a time. My ultimate goal is to not only bring you wine knowledge and value, but also inspire you to enjoy your process and journey in pursuing your passions and dreams. Because guess what? The person you become while enduring the process is more important. So sit back, grab a glass, and let's sip and grow together. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sip and Grow the podcast with me, your host, Nicole Di Pasquale. Today, I have a white wine for you from the south of Italy. This one I grabbed at Plum Market. It cost me like $32, $33. I don't remember exactly, but I remember it was like the $30 range price point. And this is a 2024 vintage. It's a white blend from Sicily, specifically by this mountain called the Etna, Mount Etna. And this is called Etna Bianco. The producer is Tenuta Delle Terre Nere. This is a combination of 4 grapes native to the land there. So I wrote them down just because they're all grapes that like are from there, so they're not very known. It's 70% Carricante, 20% Catarratto, 5% Grecanico, and 5% Inzolia. I'm excited for this wine just because the guy who works there, I was talking to him about it, and he specifically told me that this is like a phenomenal white wine. And actually reading into it, it got a really good rating on James Suckling, but the 2023 vintage, this is the 24 vintage, but the 23 vintage, apparently something happened with like the production that like only half of what they usually produce was produced or something like that. I don't remember specifically because I honestly got this wine like 3 months ago and I read about it 3 months ago. And I'm just like, I jumped on here now to just do this episode for you guys. So I would have to look up the article, but I believe it was just very allocated. The 23 vintage was very allocated because they didn't have as big a production as they normally do, even though it is all small production regardless. But apparently the 23 vintage came out like phenomenal. It cost them, I think it's more expensive actually than, yeah, it's more expensive than the 24 vintage if you like look it up, because it's really hard to get, I guess, or there's very limited quantities is the right way to say that. But anyways, I'm excited to try this wine, so let's jump into it. By the way, happy Easter for everyone who celebrates. Today is officially Easter, but I'm sure when you're going to be watching this, it's after Easter. So I hope everyone who celebrates it had a wonderful Easter. And shout out to my friend Frank. Last weekend we celebrated his birthday, which was so fun. So shout out to you, Frank. Love you tons. And it's interesting because I was like, I've had interesting conversations this week. This week has been jam-packed with like work and life. And I think the main theme of this week has been the conversations I've been having with people. We've gotten to the conclusion, and I probably have talked about this before on here, but we've gotten to the conclusion of like, a lot of people are scared to do the thing that they want to do because they feel like they're never fully ready. Like, have you ever heard like couples say like, oh, you know, we're not going to have a baby yet because, or we're not going to move in together, or like whatever, a married couple, we're not going to have the baby yet until we have X, Y, and Z, or I'm not going to do this until X, Y, and Z is accessible or available. And I've had, freakishly, I've had like the same theme conversations with different people this week. And it's always the same conclusion of like, you're never fully ready to do something. Like, you're never gonna have this perfect world of like having everything aligned and being like, yes, I'm gonna have X, Y, and Z aligned. And when I have that, that's when I'm gonna do that thing or go after that thing. And like, if you have that mentality or if you think that way, I'm sorry to say, like, you're never gonna get to where you need to get to. Like, I feel like if you take that leap of faith, life will surprise you. Like, once you take a leap of faith into doing things that you're scared to do, life will literally surprise you and you'll end up in an even better place than you would have ever imagined. I promise you that. So like, today is the little nugget of the day is do the thing that you're scared of doing or you think you're not ready to do or you think that you need to have X, Y, and Z available in order to do that thing. Like, no, just jump into it. I mean, I'm not saying jump into like if you're married and have a baby, like obviously like talk about it, but like if you randomly get pregnant, like it's life's way of being like, you're ready for this, I promise, here you go. That's a whole different story, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's try this wine. Let's try this wine. If you hear my dog in the background, he's upset because I had to lock him in the crate right now because he's being a little cranky and he's a puppy and he was going a little crazy when I was like preparing to film. So I said, you know what? We're going to put you in the crate because mommy needs to film this podcast. You can't be jumping on the couch while I'm filming, my guy. He's looking at me very sad with puppy eyes. Anyways, this has a beautiful like golden color. It's a flawless, like you can literally see through it. On the nose, I'm getting like very like honey, even like a lot of floral notes coming through too. And a little bit of like lime coming through. So like it definitely has some citric notes in there as well. But there's like a sweetness to it for sure. So like that honey for me is very, very present. Let's go ahead and try this wine. Lots of like minerality, there's a very big floral component coming through in this, and like it's very citricy, like I would say I don't even think it's like light bodied and very high on the citric notes, which I really love. The minerality is really nice and it's very complementary with like the floral notes coming through. If you like a very like perfumey white wine, that's the best way I can describe it, because I feel like this is a very like floral, it's like very floral and citricy white wine, and they complement each other really nice, and it goes down smoothly, and it's easy to drink, so you just want to keep drinking it kind of. So like on a hot day when you're outside, this would be ideal for like by the pool, or like you're having like little bites by the pool, or you're outside eating. This is very fresh. It's very floral forward. It's very, citric notes through the roof. So if you like a highly acidic white wine with floral components mixed in there, it has a really nice balance between the two. This is like a cool white wine. Like, I'm not mad at it. My rating for this, I'm gonna give it an 8.8 out of 10. I really like this. I think I would buy this again. This is on the pricier side for like obviously, I don't think it's like super pricey, but if you're drinking with like a lot of people, like, you wouldn't want to buy a bunch of 30 something dollar bottles of wine unless like you're with a group of people that are gonna like appreciate it. So, or it just depends. I mean, maybe you will, I don't know. But overall, 8.8 out of 10. Let me know if you try it. Let me know if you like it. And cheers. Do the thing that you're scared of doing. Don't think about it, just do it. Take the leap of faith and see where that takes you, because I promise you it's gonna be a good route. Or if not, you're gonna learn and then like something better will come. But anyways, cheers guys. I'll see you on the next episode.